Welcome, I'm Kamura Tetsuo and you're watching Death Count, and the day has finally arrived. 2 of the 8 DLC characters for Dragon Ball FighterZ has officially been revealed, and those characters are BROLY and Bardock, fan favorites actually. What you're seeing is the latest scan from Japan's newest VJO magazine. Huge shoutouts to Shonen Games for releasing and sharing this scan for everyone to see. They upload many anime related things, especially Dragon Ball, so go check them out. I put their link down in the description of this video. Now, we don't have much information on these characters as of right now, since there's just not much to see in these pics. That's not going to stop us from learning a few things, however. So let's take a look at the legendary Super Saiyan BROLY. We can tell that in his pics, he is shown doing one of his special moves, I believe. He is definitely doing a rushdown type of move, which I think is going to be your go-to move to get close in on your opponent. I don't know for sure, but I'm fairly confident that this move will have armor as well, meaning that any damage BROLY will receive while doing this move will not stun or interrupt him. He will of course still take the damage, but you're not going to be stopping this. Like I said, this is just a speculation on my part. In this next picture, we can see BROLY's level 3 super in action against poor unfortunate Kakarot. This appears to be his classic Omega Blaster, aka Gigantic Meteor. Not much more to say about this move. For those of you that are familiar with BROLY, you know exactly what this move is. For those of you that aren't familiar with BROLY, well, this move is pretty much just a huge destroy the whole world energy ball. Lastly, let's take a look at his stats. I did translate this. He is an S tier character with a power stat of SS rank, speed of C, which doesn't surprise me, reach of SS, technique of B, and finally energy rank of S. Overall, I can tell BROLY is going to be a tank. With power, reach, and energy all in the S tier, you can definitely play BROLY from a distance and perhaps destroy your opponents with long-range key attacks. His biggest weakness will be of course speed, meaning as a BROLY player you're going to need to be very careful with the huge rushdown meta of Dragon Ball FighterZ. So good luck! Now let's finally talk about Bardock. We have even less info on him as of right now. The biggest news is the fact that he will be able to go Super Saiyan. I don't know if this is only a temporary transformation locked into what appears to be his level 3 super, or perhaps he will have an additional level 3 super, much like Frieza does in the game, where Bardock can transform into a Super Saiyan at the cost of 3 bars, whereas Frieza goes into his golden form, which I think will be awesome if that's the case. Other than that, I believe all the pics in this scan for Bardock is all from his level 3 super. He will hit you with a blast, uppercut you into the air, powers up into Super Saiyan, and then does a huge energy beam into the air. Kinda simple if you ask me. Hopefully this isn't the full extent of his level 3 super, but we can only tell in time. And finally, taking a look at his stats. He is classified as an S rank character as well. His power is an S rank, speed is S, reach is B, technique is C, and finally energy as A. From what I can tell, Bardock is definitely going to be a rushdown character, with a high speed to move in on his opponents, and once he's in, he can deliver punishing hard-hitting attacks. He will have an average mid to far game range play according to the B on his reach, and seems like he will suffer in terms of technique with a rating of C. Which doesn't surprise me that he does have a technique of C. We just don't know much about the character in terms of canon. However, the fact that he can turn into Super Saiyan in this game is obviously not canon, because if he could turn Super Saiyan, we'd have a very different story, that's for sure. And that's pretty much all the information we have on both these characters, both fan favorites to be in fact, BROLY the legendary Super Saiyan and Bardock, which can transform into a Super Saiyan during his level 3 or maybe perhaps an additional level 3 transformation. We don't know that for sure, but as far as I could tell, both these characters were revealed during the data mining that I made a video of, which I will put in the end of this video so you can go check that out if you haven't seen it. There's the other 6 characters are supposedly going to be, there's a high chance that they might be an actual thing now that BROLY and Bardock are both in this. All this pretty much means is that we're going to be receiving our characters 2 at a time in pairs. So next reveal, we're going to get 2 more characters. And then finally, I'm sure in a few weeks or maybe in a week, we're going to be receiving the official trailer, gameplay trailer for both these characters. They're going to be only like 40 seconds or 30 seconds long, which is very unfortunate. I really dislike the way they tease these characters in their trailers, but that's just the way it's going to be. So I will definitely be uploading my reaction to those 2 trailers and then doing a breakdown on them. So if you find that interesting, Feel free to subscribe if you want. I upload a lot of Dragon Ball FighterZ gameplay or ranked gameplay, and I like talking about Dragon Ball in general. So anyways, that's all I have to share. Thanks for watching. I'm Kamero Tetsuo, and you just watched a death count video. And like always, rock on.